Oh, wait a minute. Start again. Go.
Hi everyone, I'm Jay.
I'm Colin.
And this is Star Wars Conversations.
Yay, we're back once again. The Renegade Masters.
And it's been D23.
And we've got news.
You know what? Finally, right? There's been stuff to talk about. But also, you know, we did say, I think we said last week, we're going to talk about action figures this week. Yeah. And as much as I really, really want to talk about action figures, we're going to put it on hold for another week just because of all the cool stuff that happened. So,
cool stuff as well.
Lots of cool stuff. So, did you enjoy all the D23 news coming up, Colin? I know it's your birthday, so extra special.
Well, I was a little bit late to some of the news. Obviously, I wasn't really keeping an eye on what was happening, but
you were drunk, weren't you?
I was drunk. So when I was checking in on things, I was quite excited. I was, there was a few surprises, wasn't there, this weekend?
There were
a few surprises. To see some of the things that come out. So
yeah.
So round up. Where do you want to start? Mandalorian, obviously. I'm sure you want to start with that, don't you?
Well, that's the thing that I'm most excited about out of all of the Star Wars, and yeah, it was so cool. I mean, firstly, I didn't watch any of it live, so I just sort of kept up to date with like bits of news as they happened. But you know, they had the whole crew out there, like the cast, Jon Favreau, Pedro Pascal, Gina Carrero, all them lot, all out on stage, and your friend Giancarlo Esposito. Giancarlo Esposito. They're all out on stage, then they played a trailer, which was pretty damn cool. And you know what? It was everything I wanted. Like, it's everything I want from Star Wars. When I looked at that, I was just like, yeah, man, that looks so cool. So, I mean, obviously it's set after Return of the Jedi, and it's in the early years after the fall of the Empire. So now the galaxy is a lawless state. So it's like the Wild West again now, you know, and there's bounty hunters, and now you're getting to see scum and villainy. When you see stormtroopers, they're all dirty. You know, there's just like groups of what's left of the Imperials kicking around.
The stormtroopers that are in that trailer, they were not proper stormtroopers, or if they are, they're no longer part of any kind of official bit, because they're the ones working for that fella, and he's not part of the Empire anymore, is he? I mean, they're basically thugs now.
Although you do see the Death Troopers, and they're with Giancarlo, and his character is Moff Gideon.
And he's definitely still part of the...
So they're Imperials. But I mean, it starts out, you know, you see like Stormtrooper helmets on the ground, and then it pans up and you see Stormtrooper helmets on spikes, and I was like, oh yeah, that looks cool. And you see like someone walking past, and of course it's the Mandalorian. There's so many cool things in that trailer. Firstly, you get to see him fight a little bit towards the end, which is good. You see the bit where he gets the dude with his rope and then shoots him, and he falls back and the door's closed, like chopping him off. How cool was that?
That was cool. I mean, this definitely... as much as it's been a long time coming, this is exactly what we want from Lucasfilm now. It's different shows for different audiences. This is for us.
Oh, yeah.
And it 100% looks like it. And so I don't... You know, and this is why it doesn't matter if they make another Resistance cartoon or another Rebels one, something, because at the end of the day, as long as they're giving us this sort of stuff, we're happy. If they give us a Rogue One every now and again and this, and then we're happy bunnies. You know, we don't need everything to be for us, but when it is for us, it's wicked.
And this does feel a little bit more like grown up Star Wars, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Again, you got to see Carl Weathers, so that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
He plays a character called Grief Karga, and he's the leader of the Bounty Hunter Guild. You don't find out anything about the Mandalorian.
Good.
Like, he doesn't speak. The only thing we know is that he's going to keep his helmet on, which is cool. And he actually posted something on Twitter the other day, Pedro Pascal, and it just said, "Lesson learned: helmet stays on." That's all he wrote. I was like, yeah, that's cool. So the only thing we got to learn about him was how he seems to be a pretty cool character, and I do like the end bit where the guy played by Werner Herzog just goes to him. It's stuff like bounty hunting's a dangerous business or something like that, and he just turns and looks at him, and the way he looks at him kind of conveyed so much. He didn't even say anything,
even with a mask on. It was wicked, wasn't it?
Yeah. But you know, like I was watching a reaction to the trailer, and there's a bit just before that scene where you see like the people have been captured and they're in carbonite, right? And they're like, oh look, there's people in carbonite. I was like, it's that guy. Like it's Werner Herzog. You can see him. Like he's wearing the same. Yeah, he's wearing the same clothes and everything.
Oh,
so
right.
I was like,
spoiler.
But I did think to myself, I thought, so what happened? Because, you know, in Empire Strikes Back, they sort of, when they do the carbonite thing, it sounds a bit like this isn't something that's done very often, right? And now it's like, hey, it worked for those guys. Shall we just do them all like that? And he's got like a stack of people in carbonite.
Well, I heard somewhere he's got a carbon freezing thing in his ship or something. That's the idea.
Okay, right. So similar to he did in Slave
One.
One.
But it could be that carbon freezing. I mean, because to me, carbon freezing is a way of transporting stuff, isn't it? In the universe. And so, obviously, if it's a smuggling ship or something like that, then they might have a carbon freezer. Anyway. And then, you know, other people, I mean, maybe Boba Fett or them lot weren't actually that clever and just thought, actually, that's something they've heard of before. And even they're supposed to do it. Yeah. Yeah. It's not something like an official Empire would do, but...
But now it's the done thing. We got to see that scene with IG-11 shooting, which was on that reel that you saw at Celebration. But it's a pretty cool scene because the way he's spinning around. He's working with the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
right?
And that's the thing we didn't know. He seems to be working with the Mandalorian, which is cool. I mean, if that's part of his gang, that is wicked.
Right? Yeah, so you've got him. I think Gina Carano's character is going to be with him. She plays someone called Cara Dune. I reckon she'll be... I reckon she'll be...
I'm not a Dune.
Yeah, I reckon she'll be part of his gang. Because I know at D23 they had his costume and her costume on display. Did you see the pictures of them? They look really cool. So yeah, I mean, you know what? There's so much awesomeness in it. There's even a scene.
I wasn't expecting battles in
I was just about to say about that because you had his ship being chased, and I can't remember. Was it a B-wing or something that was chasing him? I don't think it was. It was something that looked similar to that though. So he's being chased down, and there's a bit of shooting. So yeah, so not only do you get the stuff, you know, in the deserty landscape, but then you've got
found it's Tatooine as well, haven't they?
Yes, yeah. So you get space battles as well, which is pretty cool. I did read something somewhere that Bosk's going to be in it, but he'll be wearing different clothes.
What? Different clothes?
I know, which I'm like, hold on a minute.
That's a
Bosk
shocker.
changes his clothes. It doesn't seem right that he wouldn't be wearing yellow. I hope it's the same outfit, but in a different colour. Like, I kind of want him to only have that outfit, but in loads of colours.
Yeah, like a pink one.
Yeah, definitely. That's it. He should be wearing a pink one.
Yeah.
A fuchsia pink one. So, yeah, I mean, The Mandalorian, like, we could just talk about that for hours. There's so much cool. Even the end of it, I love the way it ended and the logo came up and he's like walking through the A. Like, he's
yeah. It's like a moving logo, yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. And you know, yeah, John Favreau.
He likes it, man.
You know what? It could be really shit, right? It could be, but based on the trailer, it looks amazing.
It's not going to be poo, is it?
I've watched that trailer now about 20 times or something. It's so good. I hope it's not going to be crap. But I'll tell you what, as well, and this is something that is quite unlike me to say, but recently I was kind of thinking about the way that Star Wars is and, you know, how Marvel is and everything. And as much as he gave us annoying space wolves and space whales and that, I think that someone like Filoni should become their Kevin Feige, because he does, yeah, he was trained by Lucas for this. Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree. I mean, I've always thought he's the only natural choice. Really. But isn't that what Kathy's doing?
No, she's like just executive producer, but I mean like someone to...
But that's what Feige is, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's really like hands-on. I think she's not so hands-on in the way he is. And she's not... Because Filoni, I mean, you know, we all know he is a huge fan. And you really want someone like that who's into it to really sort of control things, like, you know, to have sort of yes and no says on things. I don't think that Kathleen Kennedy really gets as involved in that respect. I think she's just more of she takes care more of the sort of business sides and that kind of stuff, you know. Anyway, so many other things. So she was on stage at one point.
Yeah.
This was after the Mandalorian, because the Mandalorian bit ended, and then Favreau just went to the audience. There is one more announcement we've got, and then he went, Kathleen Kennedy, and she came back on stage, and then she brought out Ewan McGregor.
Yes.
Officially announced Obi-Wan in front of everyone, and
cool.
And supposedly the crowd went nuts. And
I would have gone nuts.
And then Ewan McGregor said to her,
"Hello there."
He went, "Oh, you know what? That's what he should have said when he came on stage, right?" But he just went, "Kathleen, I need to ask you something." And she's like, "Yes." He goes, "Ask me again if I'm playing Obi-Wan." So she went, "Okay," and everyone cheered. And she goes, "Ewan, are you playing Obi-Wan Kenobi again?" And he just paused and just went, "Yes." And the crowd just went nuts.
That is cool, isn't it? But it's not filming until next year, is it?
No. But still, I mean, you know what? November 12th it comes out, and you get the Mandalorian. It's going to be a week-by-week thing as well. They're not going to put them all out there. It's going to be weekly episodes. So each week there'll be lots to talk about and dissect and all that. So that's
at least
that's
that's something to talk about every week.
Yeah, right.
I know you're super excited, but stop moving your computer, man. You're making loads of noise.
Oh, really? Is it making loads of noise?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's balancing on my knee because it's getting really hot and I'm sitting on the sofa, so I want to keep the fan open. So.
Well, I'm now even more concerned about how excited you're getting and how much it's moving.
The other thing they did announce as well was the Cassian Andor show.
Yeah.
They didn't have a title for it yet, but they had.
Have they named the Obi-Wan one?
No, I don't think they have.
And not been a logo on, I think, no.
No, they just said that they're doing it. But they had Alan Tudyk on stage with what's the guy's name now? I can't remember. Cassian Andor, the actor.
Cassian Andor, man.
Yeah, him. So they had them on stage. So obviously K2's in it with him. It's good. I'm kind of looking forward to that. I think I said last week, especially because of how he is at the beginning of Rogue One. Like when you first meet him, there's that element of being made to do things that he doesn't necessarily consider to be they're not good, but he has to do some bad things for the greater good and that kind of stuff.
I'm really excited because it can cross over with some of the Rebels characters.
Yeah, they could do. But they did say it's going to be like a spy thriller kind of show, which should be quite interesting. Because I like that now as well, especially with them getting all these different shows. You're going to get real different elements to the Star Wars universe, like kind of how they are with the Marvel shows. I don't know if you heard that WandaVision is going to be a bit of a sitcom, so they're going to do stuff that's a little bit different from what we normally get, and that could be quite interesting. And see different parts of the universe, different characters in different roles and all that kind of stuff. So there was all that, and then of course there was the Rise of Skywalker stuff as well.
Oh, now that has got me excited.
So that's what you're most excited about, right?
I am really excited about it. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not as excited as I am for The Mandalorian.
I just want to see the end of the saga. I want to see what JJ does. It's just so exciting. And, what do you think of the poster, first of all?
I do like it.
It's like for a teaser poster.
Yeah, I do like it. It looks like it would be for an animated something or other. I don't know. I think
it doesn't look like a film.
It's the Emperor's face. It looks like a cartoon, like a drawing. Well,
that makes him more like a Force ghost.
It does actually, because they've got him in that blue color, right?
Yeah.
So
it should be red if it's a Sith Force ghost, in my mind.
Well, maybe they're just keeping that under wraps for now.
It's going to be so cool if they have red Force ghosts. That would be so sweet.
But so the trailer is supposed to drop at some point today, which is the 26th of August.
Yeah.
However, I'm guessing it'll be late at night for us because it'll be American. So I don't know. I don't seen any timing for that anyway.
It'll probably come out 5 minutes after we finish recording this.
Probably. Yeah, probably. But there has been a description for it. And there's one thing in there that I thought was really, really cool, and it's something I've wanted to happen for a long time.
So this is a spoiler if you haven't.
Yeah, this would be considered a spoiler.
Go on,
Okay, so it's that Rey turns up in black robes with a red double-bladed lightsaber.
But a double-bladed that goes into one. It's like a
whole
so
it's like the you know the Jedi what are they called? They're kind of like guards at the Jedi Temple. They were in the Clone Wars. They were wearing that white armor.
Yeah.
So it's like a nunchuck. So where the nunchucks are in half, and I don't know if you saw it in the cartoon where he opens it, he kind of flicks it open and it locks into a straight blade, and then it ignites as he's doing that. Now, supposedly, when she turns up, it's in half and it's already the blade's already lit up, and then she just kind of like sort of flips it around and it locks into a double-bladed lightsaber, and that just sounds damn cool. And you know what? I really wanted her to go to the dark side. I know she'll probably come back from the dark side.
Well, so my fist of theory on this is there's two options.
Say it.
Fist of theory! So I've got two. One is that it's a Force stream, because that's happened before in JJ stuff.
That would suck.
And the second is that she's actually faking it to infiltrate, because I just can't see in the last film, the amount of time we've got for her to go to the dark side, and I just think it's too late. Do you know what I mean? I think either this is right at the beginning.
It's too late if she comes back.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. I mean, but I just don't see it ending that way. I don't see it ending on a downer. Do you?
No, they would never let Rey end up as a dark side character. So she'll be light side again. She'll be like one of the only ones to ever cross the path and come back.
So I'm thinking it's going to start off with her in this dark side stuff.
Well, it can't, because
why?
Like the last time we saw.
Yeah, there's a year gap.
Yeah, so they have to show how it happened, though.
No, because she's basically infiltrating. We just skip all that bit.
Oh, you think it's fake?
She's fake. Yeah, she's infiltrating as a dark side, trying to pretend that she's fallen, and basically she's trying to find out exactly what Kylo's up to.
Oh, I don't want that. I don't want it to be fake.
I know, but it's going to be. It's not going to be real, man. There's no way in hell she's turning to a dark side. Just don't think it. Even if it's only for a day,
it would be so brave of them if they did it, and I just would love that. If she just and you know what? Can you imagine if like she turned bad and then Kylo Ren's like, what have I done? It's all my fault. And then like Luke's Force goes, no. Luke's like, well, you have to fix this. You have to bring her back. And then the whole thing is like he has to like because he's always pulled to the light, right?
Yeah.
And he has to embrace his light side to bring her back. He would still die because he can't have full redemption, right? Because upon Solo, no one would accept that. But it'd have to be his journey to bring her back to the light. That would be cool. I
mean, it does give a bit of context to why, like the whole in the teaser trailer, her training with Kylo.
Mm.
That could be, right at the beginning. Her training with him, and then she gets her. The whole thing could be her journey to the dark side, but I would suggest that would take up most of the film, and we already know there's quite a bit because they've already talked about that the whole gang are together on the ship a lot.
Isn't this meant to be quite a long one though? I'm pretty sure it's quite a long runtime. Right?
But they did, there was a lot of talk at Celebration. They were all on the ship together, on an adventure together.
And there's a photo of that came out, and it has I don't know where they are. They're on a planet somewhere.
It's another desert.
Poe Dameron's got his new outfit with his scarf and everything, hasn't he? Another deserty planet. It's probably Batuu, because you know how they've done Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Batuu, so that's where we're going, right? We're definitely going there. It's probably that.
Yeah. They're probably hunting down Dark Spire and what was called Black Spire.
And they have mentioned Kylo Ren has his castle on Mustafar.
Yes, we've got to see that.
Which would be Vader's castle, right?
Yeah.
And
unless he's built a little one next to it, that'd be quite
just next door. There's Vader's way. He's got a little one next. and the Knights of Ren will probably be there.
Yeah. Having a frat party. Toga! In black togas.
Yeah, I am looking forward to this trailer, just because it sounds quite cool, and it is intriguing to know what they're going to do with this movie.
It's got to be all misdirection. I can't see.
It will be. Unfortunately, it will be. But I really wish it wouldn't be.
It's going to be wicked, man. I cannot wait. I honestly can't wait for the trailer to come out.
I would be. Well, you ain't got too long to wait. I would be so happy if she ends up being a dark side and Kylo Ren has to bring her back to light.
Like you say, if they do that, I mean, it's great. But to be honest, I don't actually want that for the story. I do want a happy ending. I'll be honest.
I don't.
I wouldn't if I thought there was going to be another one in the saga, but I don't want the whole story to end on a downer because to be honest, that's just feeding all the naysayers because everyone's already like, oh, in the first one Han died, and the second one Thingy died, and it's just like, everyone's had a bad life.
I think the First Order will get destroyed. That'll be the end of the First Order.
Yeah,
that'll happen. But I don't know. I think that what will happen is if she goes to the dark side and Kylo Ren has to bring her back, in the end she would end up on the light again.
Do you think
he would die?
Kylo and Rey are going to get together?
No.
That's going to be the end. It's going to be a big wedding at the end.
No, it won't, because everyone will be pissed off.
No, because it's going to be on Naboo.
There'll be some kind of music like that. There will be some kind of music like that at the end, but I don't think. There'll be a celebration at the end.
Yeah, wedding.
But I don't think they'll be together. No, because everyone will be pissed off.
Because
Kylo Ren killed Han Solo. Poe and Finn will get married, yeah. And no, apparently, no. So Zori Bliss.
Nope.
So Zori Bliss. That's oh God, I can't remember anyone's name now. Elizabeth.
Welcome to my world.
I don't know what's going on. You know who I mean from the Americans. Anyway. The woman that's playing
Carrie
Russell. That's it. Why did I say Elizabeth? Carrie Russell. So apparently her character's connected to Poe, and
from the old Resistance.
They've got history. Yeah.
So that they were both in the New Republic or something.
Yeah.
And we're also getting a Poe comic set then in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
So possibly we might get an introduction.
You'll find out about that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so
the journey to Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, God, yeah, there's going to be loads of that coming out now, right?
Lots of things that are completely irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
How did
they don't ever tell you anything. Yeah. Yeah, stuff that tells you nothing. Yeah. And the other thing that they did announce as well, which was pretty cool, is the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Star Wars Hotel. Did you see about this?
No, but I saw you talking to Frank about it on Star Wars Conversations Facebook group.
Right, so there's a picture of it. It's a galactic star cruiser, right?
You go on holiday next year, boy? Hey,
dude, I ain't going to be going to Galaxy's Edge until I'm about 80 years old. So basically, you go on this star cruiser. I'm sure this will cost an absolute fortune. And it's a 2-day and 2-night fully immersive experience where you live part of a Star Wars adventure.
Are you basically being followed by the First Order and just about keeping ahead of?
You're moving in slow motion. Yeah. And there's another ship right.
We're going very fast, just fast enough out of our range. And if you want to quickly hop out, go to a quick planet, and then come back, that's fine. No worries.
Yeah, there's plenty of time because they're quite far behind us, so you can do what you want. Yeah, so I mean, I just think that sounds really cool, though, that you'd be, involved in. Yeah,
they talked about that before. That's the sort of that you'd be able to stay in the hotel and it'd be like living in the thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so it's coming out. What were they saying? That? Sorry.
Which world is that at? Which?
That's at Disney World.
Which one's that?
World. That's the one in Florida.
Oh,
the big one. That's the big one. So the Galaxy, the adventure begins when you arrive at the Star Cruiser terminal, and you check in for your 2-night experience. You're invited to enter a launch pod for the transport into space, and through the windows above, you'll see yourself leave the real world behind as you jump into hyperspace and draw closer to the.
Do you leave Earth?
The Halcyon. Well, yeah, I guess you would, because when you enter, it says you're at the Star Cruiser terminal at Walt Disney World. So you'll be at the Walt Disney World, and then you'll see it disappear, and you'll leave. And then when the launch pod docks with the how it's called the Halcyon, and the airlock opens, you'll step into the ship's main deck atrium and begin your journey through a galaxy far, far away. And your visit aboard the Halcyon becomes a multi-day story that interweaves with members of the crew, other passengers, familiar Star Wars characters, and an excursion to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney World Hollywood Studios. It's all immersive experience. It features entertaining activities such as wielding a lightsaber while facing off against a training remote, where you may discover your own connection with the Force. All exciting! You're going to fight a ball. Visiting the Star Cruiser's bridge to learn about the ship's systems and how to operate them, including navigation and defense, skills that may come in handy during your journey through the adventure-filled galaxy. Every window in the Halcyon, including those in each cabin, has a view of the galaxy beyond, with ever-changing vistas, and the ship progresses from place to place. And you'll be able to explore the Halcyon and perhaps discover hidden spaces deep within the mechanics of the ship, perfect for uncovering secrets or holding secret meetings. Choices you make during your adventure will help determine how your Star Wars story progresses. Here's the thing though, right? Now I heard this, that adults aren't allowed to dress up when they go to Galaxy's Edge.
In the park, you're not allowed to.
I think that's a bit lame, because I want to dress up.
You
know, I want to go in character. You know what?
To be fair, I've seen pictures of people in cosplay.
Yeah,
like cosplayers at it, and they've been wearing cosplay. So I think that's out the window.
I would wear something like some kind of.
How would they stop you?
Military kind of trousers with boots and like a waistcoat top with like a, you know what I mean?
That
like
just be your normal clothes.
Yeah, no, this is how I dress, man. I'm a Star Wars fan. I dress like I'm in Star Wars.
I live in armour.
Yeah, I walk around dressed as a stormtrooper.
I smell like feet all the time.
What do you mean I can't come in as Boba Fett? I am Boba Fett.
Yeah. I never take my helmet off. I was just thinking about Obi Wan again.
Oh yeah.
And I think what would be brilliant is if it's set just after Rebels.
No, it's before Rebels. They did the timeline, didn't they? Just
after Rebels, and it's all about Obi-Wan being haunted by Darth Maul's ghost. But the posh version of Darth Maul is really annoying. Yeah. Right. It'd be funny.
Let me see.
And it will keep cutting to Darth Vader being haunted by Jar Jar.
Oh, that would be bad, right? Yeah, that would drive you nuts. Yeah, so they did the timeline. And it's just after Solo.
Oh, they've done that on purpose, boy.
Based on what you said last week.
Yeah.
Did you not see the timeline? I thought I sent it to you.
I didn't look at it.
Ah, why not?
I couldn't be asked to read it.
Ah, that's not very nice, Colin.
Well, I thought you'd tell me. Well, I get confused with it all. I don't. It's not something it would stay in my brain, to be honest.
Ah, well, I've just sent it to you anyway.
Oh.
So you can see it for yourself.
Look at it again.
But yeah, it's just got where things are placed.
My boss keeps sending me emails.
No, ignore those.
Don't get lost.
Yeah, right. And if your boss is watching this, Colin just told you to get lost.
Yeah, get lost. Stop working on a bank holiday Monday.
I know, he does that.
People who are going on holiday the rest of the week.
Ah, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right for some.
Oh, I forgot we're YouTubing as well, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Oh, yeah. Does he watch you on YouTube?
I don't know.
So, yeah, I mean, that was...
Right, so where's Solo on this then? Not Solo. Solo. Obi-Wan. Oh, yeah, okay.
It's a little green thing, yeah.
Oh. So it's closer to the Age of Republic than it is the Age of Rebellion. That's weird.
Mm.
No, that's not right, because the Age of Rebellion starts with Rebels, really, doesn't it? No, because even in Solo they're wearing stormtrooper costumes, proper ones.
Yeah. So, well, this is the official one that they put out.
This line is really weird. Oh, is that how long it goes on till? Okay, I see.
Yeah. So yeah, it kind of plays.
So It's right
just
in the middle of
Solo,
it.
right?
No, it's right in the
until,
middle of it.
No, because look where the line starts. The line starts just after Solo, and then it plays through until about.
Yeah, but if you remember, Solo starts off quite early, doesn't it? And then it's quite a big jump to the end of the story. So the actual end of the story, which is the important bit, it's ahead. It's about a year ahead, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that a year per line, do you think?
I have no idea. I wasn't there.
Well,
so I didn't hear what they said about it.
New Hope? Right. When does New Hope go in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 5 years. That's right.
They're doing it. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, they did give a premiere date for Clone Wars as well.
Oh, when's that?
The premiere date for Clone Wars, I'm just reading this, by the way, is next February. And there'll be 12 episodes.
February? That's ages away.
Not really, because Disney Plus comes out in November. So it's going to be on there, right? So from the time that comes out.
I can see it. And we're not going to have Disney Plus, so...
They talked about, obviously, that Carrie Fisher's going to be in episode 9 quite a lot.
She's the heart of it.
She's the heart of the story. They're going to say stuff like that anyway. Diego Luna, that's Cassian Andor's name.
I'm so excited about this bloody film, Jay.
And you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., don't you?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Because big part 2. I watched the first 2 seasons.
Okay, well, you know who Ming-Na Wen is, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I love her. She's in...
she's in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
She's been cast in the Mandalorian.
She'll be wicked.
So they haven't said who she is or anything like that. But she just said, I certainly don't play a farmer. And they also showed the new first... Maybe. They also showed the new First Order Jet Troopers. I thought they looked pretty lame.
I didn't see them. Did you see them?
They just look like the Flame Troopers, but with slightly different armour. Nah. Yeah, that's about it, really. I mean, look, we kind of got through it pretty quick, but, well, I don't think we did get through it pretty quick, but, I mean, you could just keep talking about
Yeah, we don't need to say much more.
Hours,
also,
that's
next
a rundown.
week, I'm going to be getting all excited about the trailer anyway, and we'll be talking about that.
That's why we will be.
Well, the good news is there's no Star Wars comics this week, so I can't bore you with any of those.
That is good news.
And even better news is, I talked about that Myths and Fables book?
Yes.
I went and bloody bought it, didn't I? I got it from Amazon.com.
Good?
Yeah, wicked. Really nice book.
The art is lovely.
It's downstairs, otherwise I'll show you. But it's a really nice book, nice and thick. It's big text, so easy for you to read.
Excellent.
And very short. It's got about 13 short little fables in there. Each one has got a nice illustration at the beginning. Really nice.
Worth the money?
Yeah, it was about 12 quid.
That's not very expensive.
That's not very expensive. It's a really nice book.
Awesome.
So that doesn't come out in the UK till November.
Okay, that might be one that's worth getting.
Yeah, but you can get it on Amazon.
That's very nice, yeah. Cool.
You get it for Karina and read her the stories.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
And she'll actually think she lives in Star Wars. Just pretend to her that she lives in the Star Wars universe.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to convince her. She's quite clever, so she outwits me, but...
That'll be her mother's side.
Definitely. Right, so I think that's it for this week, right? Then she'd be stupid.
Yeah.
So that's it for this week, right?
That's it.
Cool,
that's
man.
It, man.
Yeah.
We've done well again. What a brilliant episode. Well done, Jay.
Well done, Colin.
Well done, Kathy.
Yes, and John Favreau, especially.
And Ewan and all the other cool people. And feel free to come on the podcast.
Yes, if you've liked what we've said, come on the podcast.
Hopefully Daniel Logan's going to come on the podcast soon, since he keeps liking our pictures.
He does like it.
He does like it, I think. Disclaimer.
Right, so let's tell everyone where they can find us. You can find us all over the internet, wherever you can find a podcast.
Yeah,
so that's
any podcast place.
Any podcast place, including the TaylorNetwork of podcasts, which has lots of other good shows on it, such as the Doctor Who one.
Yeah, which is now other sci-fi classics as well as Doctor Who, because there's not enough Doctor Who stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
And there's Mighty Marvel Mix and loads of other good ones. So try them all out. Oh, and go check yourself. That's back.
Guess what?
Go Treat Yourself is back.
It's back. Okay, that's good. Yeah. You can find all kinds of things, whatever you're interested in. There'll be something for you on there. And
We're at Instagram at Star Wars Convo.
The best place to find us is on Facebook at the group where it all started, which is Star Wars Conversations.
Yeah.
And we're on Twitter, on YouTube. You can probably watch us on an unedited version.
You can watch this version where Jay swears in it.
Like once in the whole fucking episode. Twice now.
Twice now. He's a potty mouth.
But yeah, that's it for this week. So great talking to you again, Colin.
Lovely talking to you, Jay.
And until next time.
Punch it, Chewie.
I use that a lot when I'm driving my car, you know.
Oh.
May the Force be with you. Always.
Nice one, dude. I'm going to stop the recording.